Hey guys, coming to you with a new deck profile for Yosenju's. Before I start, I want to say two things. I want to give a shout out to my friend Matthew Campbell because he helped me with the deck. I needed pretty much the whole deck, so he let me borrow most of the deck. So just want to say a quick thanks to him. And also that I'm sorry that I haven't been posting videos as often as I should. For that fact, I hadn't been posting at all since October of last year, so I'm sorry for that, but just want to come at you now with a deck profile because school's over, so I won't be distracted with school, and I'll be able to upload a little bit more and be a lot more consistent. I'll be also more consistent during the next school year because it's gonna be pretty much a ride during school, but I'm still gonna try to post as much as I can. So again, forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but for right now, let me just come to you with the deck profile. So we're gonna start off with 3,1s, 3,2s, and 3,3s, the standard lineup, and then one Sujik. I want to play second Sujik. A second Sujik is totally up to you. It's totally player preference, so whatever you want, go for it. But Sujik having a second Sujik came up a lot because either I would have it in hand or already normal summoned, and I would need the extra 1,000 boost. But sometimes I couldn't do that. Yeah. So that's it for the monsters. Pretty small monster lineup, but that's because we have card demise. Card demise, if you don't know what it does, it makes you draw until you have 3 cards in hand. The consequences, though, to this card is that at the end phase, you discard all cards in your hand. You can't special summon for the rest of the turn. Or during the turn you activate this card. Sorry, excuse me. And your opponent, after this card resolves, takes no further damage during that turn. So yeah, that's pretty much what makes this deck good. It adds so much consistency to get to your floodgates, to get to your monsters, to get to pretty much anything you need. Pretty much after you do your attacking, you would activate this card and try to see what you can get for your back row. The reason why the card demise is good because even though you have to discard all cards in your hand and these bounce back to your hand at the end phase, you can choose to resolve effects in your end phase whichever way you want. So in any order you want. So you'll just resolve card demise first, you have no cards in hand, and then you'll bounce the Yosenjus back to your hand after this card resolves. So yeah, that's how those two combo with each other. Then for more consistency, we play Applied Duality because you don't special summon pretty much at all in this deck, except for the extra deck. So there's no consequence to this card. It's pretty much just a free card to your hand. Then more consistency, we play Fire Formation Tenki. This adds almost said Burning Abyss. This adds a Yosenju to your hand and gives you the extra 100 boost. The reason why the extra 100 boost is very important is because even if you do have Kama 2 and a Sujik, and you give that Kama 2 a boost, without this, that Kama 2 won't be able to run over a Monarch. It'll just crash. But with this, it gives it the extra 100 it needs to crash over a Monarch, and there you go. Then you play 2 MST. You don't play Twin Twister because there's already a lot of discard in the deck because of card demise. And you really just don't want to discard in general with this deck. But if we didn't have card demise, I'd probably play Twin Twister because discarding 1 card is fine to get rid of 2 back row. Then for the 1-ofs, we play Raigeki, Dark Hole, and Necro Valley. Necro Valley is just a really good card because pretty much every deck goes from the graveyard, or takes from the graveyard. Like Pantheism, the big ships in Cosmos, Burning Abyss, you name it, Necro Valley screws them out of their effects. Then for the traps, you play 2 Drowning, and I played 1 Storming because I don't have a 3rd Drowning, but this card is also very good just to get problem cards off the field, like cards that your opponent took the whole turn to bring out, just bounce back to their hand. So it's pretty helpful in that regard. It's a less helpful Drowning, pretty much. Because Drowning shuffles it into the deck while Storming bounces it to hand. Then we play 3 Rivalry, the best floodgate that, in my opinion, that we have right now. For this deck at least. Go Drain is a close second, but not in this deck because you need your effects. The reason why I like this because your opponent or each player sends from their field until they only control one type of monster. You also play Gozen Match, which does the same thing as Rivalry, but it's for attributes. Which I hate this card because it's not exactly Rivalry. Because during the Monarch matchup, I pretty much will just side one of these Gozen matches out because I want to see these rivalries more than the Gozen match. Because when your opponent normal summons their idea, and activates effect, you just activate this and they won't be able to get Ideos. So yeah, more floodgates. Necro Valley conflicts with this card a lot. It came up a lot, so I don't know if I want to take out this or Necro Valley. I feel like this will be more, there'll be more opportunities to use this than Necro Valley, because if your opponent has the MST, they just MST it. If they don't, there you go. But this pretty much, when they activate a card to send something to the grave and you activate this, it won't resolve, so they can't use that. They won't be able to use the effect. So pretty much, it being a trap makes it better than Necro Valley, I feel. If I played Gravekeepers, then maybe Necro Valley would be more viable. I played Lose One Turn mostly for the road decks and for Cosmos. Didn't see many Cosmos, just played Pendulums and I'm trying to think what the other one was. Monarchs. I always see a lot of Monarchs, but pretty much this doesn't really work against Monarchs except for because they don't special pretty much. But today it went in really good because most people were playing Synchro Monarchs. Watch out for that on my channel, because I'll be showing you a deck profile for Synchro Monarchs soon. Mostly either the beginning of next week or the end of this week. But yeah, just Lose One Turn is just a really good card. It just negates any special summon monsters effect. So, I mean, right now it's not doing much. It was pretty much sided out every time. I mean, I just never found a use for it. Then I play 1 Solemn Warning and 2 Strikes. The reason why I play just 2 Strikes is because I feel like the third one's unnecessary. I have a third one, but it's just really unnecessary for the deck. And then for the 1-Ums, I play 1 Bottomless and 1 Torrential. The reason why I play Torrential is because I usually never have any monsters on the field when they summon a monster, just like the reason I play a Dark Hole is because I usually don't have monsters on the field. So that Yosenju just give you that advantage to use cards that you normally won't use. I also didn't play an extra deck. Well, I play an extra deck, but I didn't go into it as much as I usually do with other decks, obviously, because Yosenjus don't usually special summon. But for the extra deck I had 2 Lightning Chidori, a Burning Abyss, Abyss Dweller, a Castel, 103, 101, 104, Cowboy, and Utopia. I also had a Lightning, but I had to give it back to my friend because I borrowed it. But Masquerade came in really handy because just not letting them activate effects during the battle phase is just great. I'm pretty sure it makes them burn too. Yeah, it makes them burn 800, so it's kind of a good, better Cowboy. But yeah, so you don't really need an extra deck to play this deck, so if you just want to buy the card Demise and Drownings, you pretty much have the deck. Those are the most expensive cards on deck right now. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I wanted to say another quick apology for not having as many videos as I would like to, but school year's ended, so expect more videos again, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.